we go down south, where in Bengaluru, the language now is only escalating by the day. In a latest development coming in, pro-Kannada organizations have hit the streets over the demand to install Kannada signboards. Security has been heightened in the wake of this protest, viewers. Let's go through to Prajwal, who is joining us right now. Prajwal, I'm coming to you. And what we see is a mega showdown in Bengaluru over Kannada signboards, Prajwal. The BBMP has given a couple of instructions which kind of say that if vendors, if malls, if commercial buildings, they do not comply, it's a possibility that their trading licenses will be revoked. Is that true, Prajwal? Take us through what's happening in Bengaluru.
Shivangi, this is absolutely not something which is new for the traders as well, because there has already been a rule which has been imposed by the BBMP, not today, not now, not 2 years. In 2016 in itself, there were rules as well, which was imposed by the BBMP, stating that a certain amount of the name board will have to be in Kannada and the remaining can be in any language of the choice of the traders as well. And if they do not comply by these norms, then these particular trade licenses will be cancelled, irrespective of whether it's a domestic establishment, a private establishment, or a commercial establishment for that matter as well. And there is absolutely nothing new in that. But over here, one needs to also understand and highlight the failure of the government of Karnataka, irrespective of the parties which have come to power since 2016 now. We are seeing that there was a BJP government, there was a Congress government, again the Congress government has come to power, there was a coalition government as well, but none of them have successfully gone ahead and implemented these signboards too. And that is one of the major problems as well. And this has been a long-standing call of the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike as well as the Kannada Okkuta and all the pro-Kannada organizations in the state of Karnataka. Coming to today, mainly now, Shivangi, right now from where I'm reporting, this is where the entire scene started 2 weeks ago, where a private mall in the city started charging residents a sum of 200 rupees for entering inside the mall in itself. Then they started charging 300 rupees for parking too. And some of the pro-Kannada activists questioned this, and they also went on to question about the signboards which was, which was put up in this mall as well. Let's focus on this particular mall where we are standing outside from Bhagat. You can clearly go ahead and look at it. At the top of it, you see the name of this mall, which is written in English. And because of the massive protest which happened now, we are clearly going ahead and looking at it, that finally there has been a signboard which has been installed in Kannada now, which says Mall of Asia. And apart from that now, the mall administration have clearly seen that, they are not confident with the security in itself. And they have deployed all these bouncers. You see these bouncers on our screen, even as Bhagat just zooms away from these visuals. I will try to show you these bouncers who have been employed by the mall management to go ahead and maintain the security just in case if the police are not able to stop it, because we have seen around 15 to 20 instances of vandalism throughout the entire day through the 18 kilometers of stretch that we have been walking continuously along with these pro-Kannada activists, asking them that their demands will be met by the government in 15 days, but why do they resort to vandalism? So this is one of the major problem where the mall authority seems to have lost their confidence in the authorities over here. But nevertheless, we are also now seeing huge police deployment as well. Just panning across, just do pan across here, just show the police deployment. You can clearly go ahead and look at it that the police are now being finally deployed here. They are waiting and making sure that there will be no sort of untoward incidents which will be reported to. And there is also a BMTC bus which is put on standby just in case if the protesters go ahead and swell in huge numbers, then they will make sure that they will take stock of the situation and all the pro-Kannada activists will be detained and will be taken away. Just shortly a while ago, we saw around 10 to 12 pro-Kannada activists, women activists in fact, trying to go inside the mall, trying to rush in as well, but they were stopped immediately by the alert cops who at least for the first time came on time as well. Now the questions that needs to be asked to the law enforcement authority is that this was a call which was given by the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike 72 hours ago. there was a formal announcement by the Karnataka Rakshana Vedike too, and they stated that thousands of them will be storming the streets of Bengaluru from the airport road toll, which is near the Sadhalli gate, towards the city of Bengaluru. But why was no sort of action taken is one of the major questions that needs to be asked. Secondly, why was there no ample police deployment? Why did the police wait for public property as well as private property to be vandalized, to be damaged? People were inconvenienced, traffic jam for 12 to 15 hours. So all these questions beg answers from the Home Ministry of Karnataka and especially from the law enforcement authorities, both the civil as well as traffic too. And with the fact that this particular building that you're right now seeing on our screens has been in the controversy for the past 2 to 3 weeks out here in Bengaluru, there was also a special mention by the Commissioner of Police, Mr. B. Dayanand, stating that there will be additional security which will be deployed as well. So now this mall has been forced to shut down. It is not only this mall, but several malls have been forced to shut down with the same branches as well, resulting in the loss of crores of rupees. But now the base of the matter comes to the fact that, Kannada signboards will have to be put in. There should be 60% of the signboards which should be in Kannada and 40% in the language of the choice of the traders. Otherwise, their trade licenses will be cancelled. So we will need to wait and watch as to what will happen, because so far there has been no sort of clarification that has come in from the Home Minister of Karnataka, Dr. G. Parmeshwara. And we saw that the Additional Commissioner of Police walked through the entire stretch for around 13 to 14 kilometers, Mr. Raman Gupta in fact. But they were short-staffed, they were understaffed. People crossed the security, and even according to the Karnataka High Court, it had clearly stated that there should be no permission given for protest rallies. But imagine that these people have marched for 18 kilometers, Shivangi, to the distance where I am right now.